I wonder how many of us like to stay out of trouble. We don't want to get into trouble. We don't look for trouble. And so life is pretty good, maybe even easy. But what about the issues of life when the world, the flesh, and the devil come against us? And we begin to suffer because the things of the world are against us. The things of the flesh are against us. And Satan is against us. So the Apostle Paul again reminds us of suffering. And in Philippians chapter 1, verse 29 and 30, he writes these words: "For to you it has been granted for Christ's sake, not only to believe in him, but also to suffer for his sake, experiencing the same conflict which you saw in me and now hear to be in me." So when he writes to the church at Philippi, they knew that he was beat up and put in prison there. And they know this letter is from prison in Rome, so they know that he has suffered for his faith. He talks about being beaten and spending a night in the depths of the sea. So physically, he suffered. And part of that suffering had to do that his faith was in Jesus Christ. Now it's interesting that there's two things that he mentions that has been granted to us in Christ Jesus. One of them is faith. That's been granted to those of us who believe. And the other one is suffering for his sake. You know, it says in Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake." I wonder how often, instead of singing "To God be the glory," do we sing "To me be the glory"? We live in a country that is full of great riches. We've got little programs that are called the lottery, that all of a sudden one day somebody can become a multimillionaire just like that. We glory in sports, we glory in the media, we glory in the flesh, and I fear on occasion we glory in the wickedness of sin and the devil. And how about us? If our faith is in Jesus Christ, might we not suffer for his sake? Might be little bitty sufferings, such as not getting our own way all the time. I don't know about you, but I like that way. And sometimes we like that way better than the way, the truth, and the life. We know that the people at Philippi saw the conflict that Paul was in. We know that they heard about the conflict that he was in. And so he told them, "This has been granted to you." And in the midst of that, we will find grace. We will find mercy. We will find loving kindness. We will find hope.